Hey guys, Lord Nitsu here, and today we're gonna be doing part 2 of What If Deku Became a Villain. And yeah, we're gonna continue off where I left off. And yeah, we left off where Zuko asked his father, his Sashi, or All For One, if they can just start over. Because yeah, as far as Zuko's barely had any time with his father, only like technically 5 years. So yeah, All For One would completely agree with this, and yeah, he was like, but first, before we can do that, I'm gonna call up I need to call up an old friend of mine for a favor. And yeah, Zuko would be like, why do you need to call your old friend, father? And yeah, he's like, so he can help you get ready, so I can give you back your quirk. And yeah, Zuko would actually get a little bit happy and be like, thank you, father. Till then, I think I think I'll spend some time with this, with the boy that you have raised as your own, and that sentient creature, whatever it is. And yeah, my friend was like, oh, what makes you say creature? And he's like, father, you should remember by now, I am father. I take after you well, father, I take after you after all. So I want to figure that out. That. And he and goes towards does whatever you wish, or the boy you wish. Whatever you two demand him to do, he doesn't even question it. He just does it. And yeah, like, you sure are my son, my boy. And yeah, Tsuku. And yeah, Tsuku, like, father, I have a question. And yeah, you're like, what is it, son? And like, do you have a quirk that can perfectly copy any other person's quirk? And yeah, you'd be like, no. What is it, son? Like, if I found someone with that type of quirk, and I asked you to give it to me, would you do it? And you're like, of course, son, but why? Like, let's just say it's a early let's just say it'll be an early Father's Day's gift. Once I'm able to use a perfect combination of copied quirks. In a way, in a way, I'll have yours, father. And yeah, like, of course, my son. And yeah, he would, and yeah, Zuko can see that. Yeah, right now Zuko's just seeing his father without the mask on. Because yeah, and he can see a smile on his father's face. And yeah, Zuko would just smile. But, and yeah, I forgot to mention this previously, but yeah, the arm is made out of man machine. So yeah, and since it's completely connected to his body, when his body gets stronger, the nano machines get stronger. So yeah. And yeah, during the first week Izuku was there, which was a week before Hisashi's old friend came went over there to do the favor that Hisashi asked him to do. Zuku has talked with Kirigiri and tried to talk with Shigaraki, but yeah, the way Shigaraki is, Zuku really couldn't talk to him that much. And yeah, right now he likes Kirigiri a lot. Yeah, he's like, and yeah, and everyone did give Kirigiri a new directive to protect an additional directive to listen to Izuku, and if he asks of anything, do it. And yeah, Kirigiri would nod at that. Would like, of course, master. And yeah, so, and I'm gonna say, and yeah. Sorry if I'm taking this from anyone that's thought of this, but yeah. Everyone, yeah, pretty much everyone would the Kirigiri in, yeah, one day, all for one, like 3 days in a week, like 3 days later after Izuku finally met with his father again, all for one would have asked for Izuku, and yeah, Izuku would have walked into the room that his father was in, and be like, yes, father, what is it? But you need a code name, so the people of the outside world won't recognize you. And yeah, so like, and yeah, he would actually think about it for a second. He would think deku for a millisecond, but then like, no, just be like, wait, and then he would snap his fingers and be like, I got it. And yeah, Hisashi would be like, what is it, my son? He'd be like, outcast. Ever since the people saw me as quirkless, they treated me as an outcast. The childhood friend that I had bullied me for most of my life anyway. And yeah, everyone would be like, if that's the code name you wish for, son, I'll allow it. And yeah, she would be like, thank you, father. And father, for me to truly join these villains, I only have one request. And yeah, you're like, what is it, my son? Zuku's been pretty much, since everyone knows that Zuku doesn't really have a house, he would have given him an apartment the first thing. And yeah, Zuku would ask in the most calming voice possible, I'm allowed to do what I wish. And in return, whatever you ask me to do, I will do it. And I will only kill if it's a life or death situation. And yeah, Hisashi would giving it a little smile, but of course, Zuko. Or should I say now, outcast. Yeah, Zuko would smile. But thank you, Father. Now, or I should say now, all for one, when we're not alone. And yeah, all for one would nod his head at that. Like, alright. And yeah, and and I'm just gonna say this, Inkel's will said that all the money that she had would go to Izuku, which yeah, he has all of it. And yeah. And it's in his room. And yeah. And Kirigiri would teleport him out of that room, and yeah. He'd be like, Kirigiri, I'll be out for a little bit. And yeah, Kirigiri was like, make sure not to be alright. Alright, outcast. Alright, outcast, just make sure not to get caught. Yeah, and yeah, Suku would just be like, I haven't done any crime, so as far as the world knows, I'm just a civilian. And yeah, Suki would go to a mall and buy new clothing, like a lot of new clothing, like a lot of the same type of clothing, some hair dye, and yeah, and Suku's new and some and yeah, and something to cut his hair. And then he would just go back to the League of Villains with some food as well, because he did know that they were running a little bit low on food. You know, like, I'm back, and like, outcast, what did you so what did you and yeah, Zuko would like, Kirigiri, catch. And yeah, Kirigiri would catch one of the bags, and Kirigiri would like, food? And he's like, yes, we were running low, so I decided to go out for that. Now, if you need me, I'll be in my room. And he would walk into his room and close the door. And lock it, so no one can get in for a few hours. And yeah. The next day, Zuki would come out looking like him, but a lot less muscular. Because yeah, he ain't at that stage yet. So yeah, he has the clothing in this. Pretty much has the style of Jotaro Kujo. And yeah, when he also, just for me, every time he's getting annoyed or just annoyed by something, he'll grab the end of his hat and lower down a bit and like, yeah, just for me to be able to do that. And yeah, Suku's personality has changed a bit to closer to Jotaro's. So yeah, when And yeah, when he comes out, and yeah, he did put, and yeah, his hair and yeah, his hair is exactly like Jotaro's now. Exactly to the, and yeah, he did, and yeah, when he comes out of the room of his room, when he comes out, Kirigiri like, you look, and Zuko like, yes, just so people don't recognize me. Now, I'll be out for a little bit. I'm gonna be out for the day, Kirigiri. Shigaraki. I'll be out for the day. I'll probably be back by nightfall. And yeah, Zuko would walk out and start searching for a person with a perfect copy quirk. And Zuko actually finds a low-life thug with a perfect copy quirk at the end of the day. And yeah, Zuko like, perfect. And yeah, he would knock this man out. Because yeah, this guy was actually pretty weak. He was literally just focusing on, literally just depending on his perfect copy quirk. And yeah, he would pick the man up, tie him up, like put a rope around him, and make it as tight as possible. Put him on his back, or put him on his shoulder and insert. And yeah, he'd be like, here, Gary, can you make a portal for me? I got what I needed. I found what I was looking for. And yeah, Gary would be like, of course, Outcast. Alright, Outcast. And yeah, then Gary would open the portal, and yeah, Zuko would walk in with a low-life thug, knocked out and tied up. And yeah, Kirigiri like, oh, what you got? And yeah, Shigaraki being dumb, being like, why the hell did you capture that idiot, that low-life thug? And yeah, Zuko like, you will find out eventually, Tamura. And yeah, and then, and Kirigiri would, and yeah, Kirigiri would then ask because yeah, Zuko did inform Kirigiri with his plan, so he would ask Outcast, what is this man's quirk as far as you've seen? And like, perfect copy. Because I seen him not using a civilian. I saw him not using any quirk at all at first. But then he looked at a civilian and used he looked at another thug, which was using a red type of fire. And then immediately started using a enhanced version of it, so perfect copy. And yeah, Kirigiri like, good work, Outcast. And yeah, and like, so on. And yeah, and then all of them would appear on a screen, and yeah, he's like, so, Outcast, you got what you... So, Outcast, I'm assuming you got what you were looking for, and yeah, so you'd be like, yes. The quirk holder is right here. Kirigiri? And yeah, Kirigiri would nod his head and was like, as you... Of course, Outcast. And he would open a portal right in front of him, and he'd walk in with a low-life thug, with the life thug going into All For One's room where he's where he's at right now. Yeah, all for one was like, that's very good. And yeah, and it's a good like, and yeah, let's just say the moment all for one takes the quirk away from this person, yeah, any quirk they had taken will not be taken with the perfect copy quirk. You know, so everyone's like, bring them to me, outcast. And yeah, Suku would bring him close enough to all for one, and then all for one would be like, now. And he would put his hand on this guy's head and take the quirk. And yeah, Suku actually seeing how his father's quirk works, like, and yeah, he would just be amazed by his father's quirk and actually think it's beautiful. And yeah, Suku would actually say, for one, your quirk, it's, and yeah, or for one was actually thinking he was going to say something else, but then Suku would just say, it's so beautiful. And yeah, all for one would actually be surprised and like, thank you, outcast. Now, on to the second thing. Are you ready? And Zuko would get himself ready for any pain that was coming toward him, and like, and just get onto his knees right in front of his father, ready for the pain. He'd be like, I'm ready. Yeah, then Oliver would place his hand on Zuko's head, and yeah, Oliver would activate his quirk and transfer the perfect copy quirk to Izuku. So yeah, now Izuku has perfect copy. And yeah, it would actually hurt Izuku pretty, like, a little bit. And yeah, Izuku would wince in pain a little bit. And like, and yeah, then All-For One would stop his quirk because he fully transferred the perfect copy quirk. And All-For One would, so what are you gonna do now with that perfect copy quirk? Outcast, and yeah, Zuko would be like, you will find out soon. And he'll give off a smile, and yeah, pretty much Zuko's aura would pretty much an aura of, yeah, for pretty much for a few years he's been having a aura of just a dark and cold aura, but for once his aura actually goes from dark and cold to gray, like light, with slightly a bit more light and happiness through it. Let's just say I'll help you in that way. And yeah, All For One, feeling it, Hiku's aura change, he was like, oh, you have something in mind? And Sugu was like, I do. I think you'll love it. And yeah, then at the end of that week, Sugu has spent a lot of time throughout that time. Pretty much has been spending more and more time with All For One or Hisashi, which in this one I'm pretty much just making All For One's name Hisashi Shigaraki. Yeah, it was actually confirmed that his last name is Shigaraki. So yeah, I'm using that. So yeah, and then yeah, at the end of that week, Shigaraki Kagiri, and Suku here knocking at the door of the League of Villains base. And yeah, Suku would go to the door and open it and see this man, Roshi. Well, the man named Roshi. But Suku doesn't know his name yet. And yeah, and Roshi was like, hello. I presume I'm at the right location. And yeah, Suku would just look at him and be like, you are. Who? And yeah, Roshi would ask, is this the location of the League of Villains? And yeah, Suku would just be like, it is. And who are you? And yeah, he was like, and yeah, then Roshi would be like, then this man would be like, well, let's just say I'm an old friend of your boss. And yeah, Suku would immediately realize who it is and be like, and Suku would just be like, so, you're, And yeah, Suku would give off a smile, which he hasn't done around Kiryu, or, well, around Shigaraki. But, So, you remember the favor he wants you to do? And yeah, he's like, yes. He wants me to train someone. Who might that be, though? And yeah, Suku would like, well, he's standing right in front of you. And yeah, you're like, really? What's so special about you? And yeah, Suku would then just be like, Then Suku would just be like, say out loud, Father. And then the screen, the screen where All For One would be coming from would turn on, and it would, on the other side of the screen, Suki would hear, well, everyone would hear, yes, Outcast. And yeah, too. This is the old friend you were talking about, yes? And yeah, he's like, it is. Yeah, she was like, How long has it been since he's seen you? He's like, a few years, actually. And, yeah. She was like, That's nice, I guess. So. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, and then we're gonna do a time skip for 10 months. And yeah, throughout those 10 months, Roshi has been training Izuku. And yeah, he was just training Izuku in a unpredictable training, in a unpredictable martial arts. And yeah, and he's teaching him how to fight and dodge. And teach him how to protect his enemy's attacks. And yeah, And at the end of those 10 months, Roshi has taught everything. Roshi has taught Suki everything he can. And yeah, Suki now pretty much has the same build as Roshi at this point. And at the end of the 10 months, we actually watched a video of one of the greatest healers of all time. Well, one person with a very powerful healing quirk. He watched a video on them using that quirk, and he activated that perfect copy quirk while watching that video, and it worked. And this quirk also makes the quirks twice as stronger, and pretty much just makes it a better version of the original. So yeah, and at the time, and yeah, Roshi was like, well, Outcast, this is all I could teach you. And yeah, Suki was like, that's fine. As long as you're able to teach me. That's all that matters to me. Will he ever... I wonder if we'll see each other again. And yeah, Roshi was like, most likely not. After all, after this, I'm going back to America. And yeah, Suki was like, so, this is goodbye then. And yeah, I was like, yes, Outcast. Hopefully, we'll meet each other one day. And yeah, Suki was like, yes, one day. But for now. And yeah, Suki would just grab onto, yeah, Suki would have his hand out, and yeah, Roshi would grab his hand, and yeah, they would just squish each other's hands, and then let go, and like, hopefully we'll see each other again, Roshi. Like, yes, but I'll see you around, kid. Like, you as well. And yeah, and Roshi would leave the base. Never to be seen, well, not to be seen in a very long time by Izuku, All For One, or anyone else that is in Japan. So, yeah. And when Izuku, and yeah, Izuku would then actually, like, Kirigiri, activate your quirk for a second, and yeah, he'd like, sure, I'll Outcast, and yeah, he'd activate his quirk for a second, and at that same moment, Suku would activate his perfect copy quirk, and copy it. And then, yeah, Suku would be like, perfect. And he'll like, thank you, Kirigiri. And like, of course, Outcast. And yeah, then she would just teleport herself to Hisashi, or All For One. And yeah, and Suku's portal actually different. It's red and green. And so, yeah. into the room that his father is in, he'd be like, so you copied Kirigi's quirk. Teleportation quirk. And yeah, Zuko would be like, yes, father, I have. Now, for the gift that I said I'd give. And yeah, Zuko would raise his hand towards his father and get ready to use the quirk, the healing quirk. And yeah, Zuko would then ask, Father, are you ready for my gift? And yeah, everyone was like, yes, my son. And yeah, then Zuko would activate his quirk, the healing quirk, which is actually a very powerful version of the original. So yeah, and he would breathe in first, and then and activate the quirk at the same time as he did that. And everyone would, and yeah, Zuko didn't touch All For One as at a spot on his body, and his entire body started to heal up and go back to his impermanent to help him go back to his full power. Just yeah, pretty much the same power as when Zuko was 5. So yeah, before the incident with All Might. Yeah, once All For One was finally fully healed, he would see it for the first time. And yeah, he saw Zuko with his new look, And yeah, he'd be like, my son, I can see. Thank you. And yeah, Zuko would be like, there's no problem, father. And this is the gift I wanted to give you. For letting me back into your life. And yeah, All For One with a hug in Zuko. Because yeah, he doesn't need all that stuff that was hooked up to him anymore. So yeah. And yeah, at this point, Zuko's finally. And yeah, Zuko. So, father, do you think my body's now able to handle my original quirk? And yeah, like, I believe so, son. And yeah, Zuko, but. Alright, then All For One was like, but are you ready to gain another quirk? And Zuko would just stand up, and yeah, at this point he's actually a little bit smaller than All Might, but not by that much. And yeah, he'd be like, yes, father, I am. Yeah, then All For One would put his hand on Zuko and give him back his quirk, his original quirk, and basically it's the quite fruit, but as a quirk. And yet, Zuko feels the raw power of his original quirk. And yeah. And then he activates it throughout his body for a second. And yeah, he can already tell. Yeah, he can easily handle the power of his earthquake quirk. And yeah, he'd be like, thank you, father. I will not fail you. And yeah, he'd be like, I'm sure you will not. Now, and yeah, Suki, so, what now? Now, we wait a little bit. Now, we wait. And yeah, Zuku would actually... And then, for 3 to 4 weeks, Zuku would train his earthquake quirk. So, yeah. And then we skip to the when the USJ would happen, and yeah. Shigaraki, yeah, there would be like a group of people in the base and a Nomu. And yeah, Zuku would be there as well. Yeah. Character would inform Zuku about the their their attack on the USJ. Yeah. And Zuku was like, may I join you as well? Yeah. No, Zuku would actually say, I will join you as well. It might give us a better chance of doing it, of accomplishing our mission. And yeah. Zuku's actually, at this point, Zuku's pretty good with his earthquake quirk. So yeah. You know, when they invaded the USJ, yeah, Zuku looks like, he pretty much just looks exactly like Jotaro. Yeah, he have like Kirigiri. Send me and Yellow Hair Boy to a area where no one else will be at. I have some business to take care of with him. And yeah, Kirigiri like, of course. Outcast. And yeah. Then once everybody was Zuku then will actually 13 would try to stop Kiriki, but then Zuku would Zuku would activate his version of the teleportation quirk. And just completely engulf and pretty much put a portal right in front of 13 and then one behind her. And let's just say when Zuku activates the teleportation quirk, his hand gets surrounded by a green and a red aura. And the students would see someone walking out of the portal, walking out of the mist. The misty, like, Kirigiri's body, technically. And they would see this person, okay, Zuku, but Bakio can't even recognize him. He was, freckles pretty much just faded away. And his eyes, his eyes changed from green to, pretty much, he's a design copy of Jotaro Kujo. And Zuku, like, Kirigiri, let's do it. And right after 13 was made unconscious, Zuku would close his portals. well, dispel his portals. And he like, Gary, let's do it. And, like, yes, outcast, let's do this. And, then Gary and Izuku would teleport all the all these students to different areas. And then one would a red and green portal would go right under Baguio and turn into a ruined city area. And Izuku would just make a portal under himself. And be like, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. When Izuku pretty much just teleports right across, like, a few feet away from Bakugo, Suki would just have his hands in his pocket, just walking forward, waiting. He didn't stop. Wait for Bakugo to make a move. And Bakugo, like, Bakugo would be looking down on Zuki, but Suki would not care. Zuko is, to Izuku, Bakugo is an ant. And Bakugo will be like, a weak villain. You're gonna die. And Zuko not even saying a word. We just wait with his hands in his pocket and Bakugo would just run towards Zuko and throw an expression at him like, die. And Zuko acknowledging that Bakugo's quirk is powerful. And he'll be like, why not? And then he would activate his perfect copy quirk. At the moment, Bakugo uses explosions. And then Izuku would just deflect, would just move Bakugo's arm a little bit to where it would not even hit him. And Bakugo, like, the hell? Then Izuku would kick him in the chest, making him go flying in the air. And then he would put his hand out and then make an explosion toward Bakugo. Bakugo would be like, what the fuck? And he'd be like, how the hell? And then Izuku would be interested with this. Then Bakugo would just see the moment Bakugo would land on his feet, Bakugo would see a fist right at his face. And it would just make him fly to a wall. And Zuko would just be beating Bakugo up. And he would just keep beating him up until he was unconscious. Then Zuko would be like, that's good enough. And then he would use his teleportation quirk and go right back beside Kirigiri and Shigaraki. And he would teleport. And he would be like, so he was like, so what's the situation? And Kirigiri would be like, I'll raise their heads, taking out the villains. And Zuko would be like, I see. And Zuko would realize, it ain't pointing towards him. And he'd be like, Kirigiri would see Zuko smile. Give off a devilish smile. And so he'd be like, are you gonna do what I think you are? And Zuko would be like, yes. Then Oh, and every time he uses his perfect copy quirk, his eyes light up gold. Like, like yeah, his eyes start imbuing a golden color from them. So yeah, he activates his perfect copy and aims it towards Aizawa, who is using his eraser quirk, and Siku gains it and makes it even stronger and better. So now he can just activate it, and the moment he activates the eraser quirk, yeah, even if he blinks, the eraser quirk will not deactivate. Suku literally has to deactivate it manually for it to actually work, for it to actually deactivate. So yeah, in Kirigiri like, smart outcast, smart move. And yeah, Suku like, thank you, Kirigiri. Now, where is All Might? You did say he was supposed to be here, and yeah, Tamara could be scratching his neck like, we don't know he was supposed to be here. Yeah, Suku like, well, I did what I wanted to do. So, I'll just stay back here for now. And yeah, Suku would just. And yeah. And when Suku. And yeah, well, when Aizawa faces off with Tomo Shigaraki, yeah, same thing happens. And yeah, then the Nomu attacks Aizawa, and then yeah, everything that would have happened would have been the same, except Suku wasn't there as a hero. So yeah, All Might would have come, and yeah, Suku would be calm. His face would be still be calm, but yeah, he would be angry to just see All Might. Yeah, he remembers what he has done. Then, yeah, then when All Might makes Nomu go flying throughout the building into the sky, then Shigaraki gets. Then before Shigaraki or Karagari could get shot by bullets, Suku would see it coming and be like, watch out! And he would shove Shigaraki out of the way, getting shot straight through the shoulder. Like, one in the shoulder, one at the ankle, and then one at his waist. And yeah, he like, ugh. And yeah, Kirigiri would be like, outcast! And yeah, Zuko was like, ugh. Then he would activate his teleportation quirk and get them out of there. And then Azura just told, while walking through it, would turn around while slowly walking backwards. He would just pull a middle finger at all of them and stare and give a death stare to All Might and be like, your days as the number one is numbered. All Might. And yeah, then and yeah, All Might. We'll see about that, villain. And yeah, Zuku. And yeah, then we get back into the base, and yeah, Zuku would fall into his knees once he got back to the base. And like, Ah, damn it. And he would use his healing quirk to heal his wounds. But before he did that, he would peel out the bullets from inside his body. Then use it, and then, yeah. And that's where I'm gonna end it off from there. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but yeah. If you guys like this, like, subscribe, and comment for more. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.